Speaker of the House Mike Johnson has said we have a new deal as for funding the government, at least within his own caucus. He says he has the votes. We'll see what happens. Now, they are up against a midnight deadline of tonight to keep the government open and funded. I've been talking about it. They had a bipartisan deal earlier in the week, and that included funding the government at current levels through March 14th, and an extra $10 billion for farmers, an extra $100 billion in disaster relief. Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and J.D. Vance wanted to kill that bill, and now they're trying to blame Democrats for the shutdown. They proposed a second bill that did not have the extra farm aid, did not have the hurricane relief, but eliminated the debt ceiling completely. And Democrats, including House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, said, if it's not the bipartisan deal we agreed on, we're not voting for it. So that came up, and it failed. They could lose like 5 votes. They lost 38 last night. So now they're on to Plan C. Now, this funding deal would keep everything funded at the current levels. It does have the farm aid. It does have the disaster relief. And Donald Trump is not going to get his way on eliminating the debt ceiling, but they would raise it by $1.5 trillion. So pushing the fight down the road like they like to do. But in exchange for $2.5 trillion of spending cuts supposedly passed in the future using the reconciliation process so they can avoid the filibuster in the Senate. Now, they're bringing it up through special rules. So I think they can pass it with a simple majority in the House, and then it would move on to the Senate. We will see what they do with that. I don't know if Democrats are going to back this bill at all because of the agreement there with Republicans to cut the spending limit or cut spending down the road, if that's going to hang everything up and if that's going to go for a shutdown. Because like I said, Speaker Jeffries, or House Minority Leader Jeffries, said that if it wasn't the the bipartisan bill that they agreed upon, then Democrats wouldn't vote for it. So we'll see if they back it. Not thrilled with this deal, but I think whether it is this deal or they go back to the original agreement, either way, I think that they will come up with something in order to keep the government funded and open, and we will not deal with a shutdown going into Christmas. And I think this sets the tone for Donald Trump going forward, is he doesn't have the votes in Congress to do a lot of what he wants. They are going to have to work with Democrats as much as they may not like it. And that's a good sign for Democrats. It's a good sign for the American people. It's a bad sign for Donald Trump and Republicans. So we'll see what happens when they bring this thing up for a vote later tonight, and we'll see if it actually passes.